Hello everyone, welcome back to 38 minutes of Permadeath. Well, I got a little bit done. I got frostwort. I don't have much gamma. I got like one gamma plant. That's not going to work out. But I have a ton of stuff in storage. On its way to storage. We are getting ready to do the purge. Yeah, that's for going through the center. All this ferrite is going through the center. I need dioxide. I've got dihydrogen jelly. I don't need dioxides for going through the center. I just need it for frostwort. Got all this stuff. Oh my gosh. I picked up a pulse spitter. I need to sell some stuff. I've got too much stuff. So we'll come over here and just sell it at whatever price because we just need to dump stuff here. 7 Viking deckers, relics, horticultural spoon. Don't need gold. Got that in storage. Those are all decorations we can put on the deck. We don't need that. All right. We gotta move them all though. In order to use them, I think. Gotta move them into your suit. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure. That needs to go in storage. That can stay there. We don't need a Navy 1 pass. Alright. Let's drop some stuff on the deck. It's gonna look like my main save here shortly. I'm gonna drop all this stuff on the deck. What's this? Another room? Okay, but not an occupied one. Alrighty, here we go. It doesn't really matter where we put it. We just need to get it out of using up cargo space. Some of this stuff I got from Ocean Beaches, and some of it came from Permasnow. There's some decorations that I don't want to have to go get again. Okay, it's a lot neater than my main save. Alright, I've got plants in storage. I've got all of this stuff. That goes in storage. Goes in there. That can go in storage. A little extra carbon. I have a lot of ferrite, and the reason is because after we finish with the final interface, when we go through to the next galaxy, when we reset the galaxy, everything's going to be broken, and about 75% of it needs ferrite to be fixed. So let's sell the stuff off the starship, except for fuel, of course. We won't be taking Joe to the final interface. We will take a different ship that's easier to fix when we get to that point. That's nice. Did I buy that? Who's Scout Raymond? Oh, hi, Scout Raymond. What are you doing here? You don't want to be here. You should go. I think I have everything set. Here's our intergalactic ship. And, of course, all of that's going to break. We'll have to rebuild all these things. But that's okay. We will be able to do that when we get there. Drop 5 of those in there. Oh, I don't have any uranium. Try to remember to bring fuel with me. Oh. And I also, oops, I almost launched. We also have that S-class shuttle right there. That's another option. But we're a ways off, so let's go do the purge. We've got 3 glyphs. So we have a few to go. And I'm not sure there was anything to do here. What do we got? That's the space station. So it's just a matter of warping now. And there might be some communications at some point. So I think we cannot go. That's probably good anyway. We can't go very far. So let's see. We will go there. This decision to go on through to Ice and Tam has really been a hard one for me. I mean, I've done it a few times, but I know that other than reloading the save, there's our 4th glyph. Other than reloading the save, we're kind of stuck for the long haul once you go through. So the only way to fix it is to reload the save, and so therefore kind of cheat ourselves into remembrance. It's not cheating, it's just not sticking with the decision that I'm going to stick with it. Had any practice today, but seem to be doing okay. Except I fired too soon there. Nope, got another one up there. There we go. You got that nice sweet music behind all that rock music. Well, thank you, suit lady. I wasn't sure. Never am. That's only 880. Let's see if we can make it to the next region. Doesn't matter which direction you go for this part. You can go anywhere. You're going to end up at the same place. I hope that was the commander calling me. It's persistent. Yeah, it was. Okay. We'll go ahead and wait for the data injection. There it is. Oh boy. It's so hard when you see that. You want to stop. This Purge, the part of the Artemis First Traveler Purge quest line, the last part here, its purpose is to give you the glyphs if you haven't already gotten them. And you can do this really early in the game and choose to not reset the galaxy and end up with all the glyphs in hand. But you can see, you know, if you watch back through the quest line, the whole mission from the beginning, you can see that it's quite a lot more work than just going station to station and buying the glyphs. And of course, there's always a possibility of finding the glyphs out in the wild. I believe I found a couple out in the wild on this save. And because you can just happen upon them by wandering around on a planet looking for buried tech or, supplies or whatever, or just exploring and enjoying yourself, you can just find them. Graves sitting out in the middle of nowhere. There we go. Where are we at now? Don't worry too much about the fleet. If you can send out the fleet if you're going through a galaxy the long way by warping. You can actually send out the fleet right before you go through the core into the next galaxy. And then when you get yourself fixed up and into space, or when you want to call your freighter, we have a chromatic system here. The frigates will just come along. It's not a problem. You don't need to worry about losing any of that stuff. The only thing that you need to concern yourself with is having the supplies to get up and running. You can do that one of two ways. Sure, there's more than two, but you can be completely ready to go and fix everything in your suit and on your ship when you wake up at the next galaxy. Or you can just call one of your other ships down to pick you up. And the ship that you took there will just be on your freighter as soon as you move it. Here we go. Hello, Null. You're not alone. You can't go to the center. You can't do this to us. You can't leave us. What do you mean? The center of each galaxy. It's the Atlas. It's else just interfaces. All else a shadow of its might. You don't deserve it. You'll wipe us all to save. How do you know? I did what I had to do. I told you that. I couldn't die without seeing everything there was to see. I did what I had to do. But the Atlas, it won't let me back in. It won't speak to me. What did you do, Null? I've committed such atrocities, Traveler. I had to. It was me or them. It's always been me or them. Please, if you go through the center, if you do what I did, it will reset everything. It will replace me, wipe me, all those souls. They'll have died for nothing. It was the only way to live on. You have to understand me. Life for more life. They sustained me. It can't all have been for nothing. I was going to see it all. Goodbye, Null. I say goodbye as Null screams at me to reconsider. In the end, I end the communication. There's nothing left but the path towards the center. You can see there that Null warns you of the consequences of taking this action. And when he says it'll reset everything, it resets everything. It sends you back to that moment when you first wake up and you don't have a visor or scanner. And you have to start all over again. And the really amazing thing is that if you follow that logic through, then you might think to yourself, when you initiate the game, when you first wake up, that is a reset. Your 4925G, or I believe 4925G is your designation. So all of those numbers before that, through the entire alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, is the number of resets there's been since you as a traveler were actually born. And when you hire your overseer, you get a bit of a picture of that. Because the overseer tells you that he's worked for you many times before, even if you can't remember. Oops. Before we face the final interface, I'm going to do one more solid check on all the inventory and make sure that we are really ready. That's 10. 10 down, 6 to go. That's way out of our jump range. We're so used to having a ship with its hyperdrives all rolled out. Oh, the next region's just too far away. We'll go here. Or maybe somewhere else. Balance, that's better. Most of the people that I know choose to stay in Euclid or reload back into Euclid. Yeah, it's a green moon without any water. Because everybody's here. That's, everybody is not here. There's a lot of people in Eisentam. There's a lot of people in Hilbert. Hilbert is Galaxy 2, Eisentam is 10. And there's a lot of people who have saves in both, which is cool. I was just looking at the space station. I thought it was broken. So we could be flying in any direction, up, down, out towards the edge, in towards the center, anywhere we wanted to go. It doesn't make any difference. This will happen anyway. Even though it says seek the core, go to the center, it doesn't really matter which way you go. You can jump to 16 star systems in the same region and still have the same result. Cool reading system. 13, 3 to go. Little disturbances at the door. I think the main point that I'm trying to make is don't just blithely jump through. Even jumping into Eisentam without ferrite to fix your mining tool at the very least. Because you will end up having to punch rocks. Melee rocks. There we go. There's the portal. What planet is that? Oh, I thought it was a I thought it was a green lush. I was like, squirrel. This is the point at which we are going to call the freighter. Grab uranium and pyrite. Probably need more tritium than that. There's a fleet coming in, our tiny little fleet. And we're going to double check all of this. Probably need more tech modules. I definitely need dioxide. But I won't need it for that first place in Isentam. We'll be safe there. Sodium, carbon, ferrite, copper, chromatic metal, pugnium, oxygen filter, cobalt mirror, sodium diode. Hermetic seal. I think I need 2 of those, but we'll worry about that later. Carbon nanotubes. Metal plates. We can make that stuff. Ion batteries. And metal. Okay. And, you know, like I said, if all else fails, it's fine. You can, there's always calling in your freighter, calling down a second starship. And you don't have to call your freighter in to call another starship. Let's see. There it is. It's in the opposite direction. Oh, that's a fleet, not the... As we weave our way through the fleet here. I'm going to space station to see if they just happen to have the couple of things that I don't have. And they may or may not. That's what I need, actually, is tech modules. I'm not going to fight these hostiles with this little pew-pew gun. And my combat frigate's going to take care of it for me, it looks like. You know, it's only one. Let's see if we can do some damage here. I doubt it. Try not to hit your own drones. There we go, we got them together. The drones helped out on that. As long as you're engaged in the battle, the drones can actually do damage, otherwise they really won't. Same thing with a freighter battle. If you're not engaged in the battle, the freighter can shoot at the attacking hostiles all day long. You can even close your game and come back, and that freighter battle will still be ongoing. Grab some tech modules and see if they have dioxide. And if not, we'll go ahead and go down to the portal, and we'll be portaling, I believe, into the Atlas. And then we will be on our way to Eisentown. I always get a little bit nervous. It's always more than you think you're going to need. That is just a fact of life. There's dioxide. I used it all up planting frostwort. You don't need to worry about stuff that's in your suit, but all of this, all your shields, shield lattice, your main house of protection, your main jetpacks, all that stuff's going to break. It still works, mind you, but it will break. It won't work as effectively. And when it's not working, I can't show you my shield status because we're on a space station and you can't arm yourself while you're on a space station. But I can show you when we get down to the surface. This is a pretty cool little ship I picked up. I mean, I remember at the time how funny it was, the way that I was standing on the ship, remember, looking down at it, and the guy was like looking down going, oh God, no, not this. It can't be improved. The slot location is just ridiculous. But it flies really well. Clay-Slem Miner. Between my main save and all my other saves, this is going to be the 21st time that I've gone through to a new galaxy. We will see how it goes. Atlas protocol initiated. The portal shimmers as I look at it, never quite resting long enough for my eyes to process it fully. I must focus. Activate the portal. We wait. Anomalous signal detected. $15. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Atlas is silent. It watches me. I cry out. I cry out, but still the Atlas is silent. I cry out again. I cry out thinking of my journey, thinking of all the things that I have seen, of Artemis who just wanted to meet another traveler, who just wanted to end their loneliness. I cry out again. I cry out thinking of Apollo who gave me purpose when all purpose seemed lost. I cry out again. I cry out thinking of Null, thinking of how they lived, what choices they made, the path that led them to this end. If I cry out again, there is no return. If I cry out again, I must make my final choice. Cry out. Artemis once said that when they first reached out to the heavens, they had no idea what to expect, the beauty, the mystery, the adventure, the danger. I stand before the interface of the Atlas, before the center of all things. I stand before the death of existence. Cry out. On the sixth cry, the Atlas answers. Traveler, I submit. It speaks, I understand. At my command, the Atlas will initiate a reset. It has happened before, and it seems to stop nothing. It still only has 16 minutes to live. I do not know what I will remember when it happens. When I woke up next to my ship, had I just performed a reset? Had someone else? Everything is coming to an end. Perhaps all that is left is to learn the final truth of the simulation, to know who the travelers truly are, and then 1,000 galaxies will be gone, and 1,000 more will appear. It will all be mine to explore. Reset the simulation. I have to know what happens. The red one takes us to a raging galaxy. It is hell. The green one takes us to Eisentown. I believe the blue one takes you to Hilbert. I don't know where the light blue one goes. An improved galaxy. We're going to Eisentown. An inspiring galaxy. The Atlas has created a simulation of its own world, its entire existence, in an attempt to witness its own impending death. It wishes to show me its past, its future. Reset. Welcome to Eisentown. Spring hazard protection online. Jetpacks. And life support. Let's bring on our mining beam. Our scanner. And our visor. There's our ship. Guess what I hear? I hear bouncies. Let's go. If you go into another galaxy, you're also going to want to bring on a weapon. There's a blaze javelin, 75 condensed, 100 chromatic, and a tech module, and the terrain manipulator, which requires dihydrogen jelly and a carbon nanotube. You want to make sure that you can dig in out of any kind of weather and defend yourself. Okay, there's a nasty plant right away. Yes, ma'am. We're in a Viking system. And there's bouncies. Look at that. Of all the peaceful galaxies, I think this one is the most. There are dangerous planets here, just like there are in any other galaxy, but they're not as frequent. So what happens is the different kinds of galaxies change the frequency of types of star systems and types of planets. And in Eisentam, the frequency for lush, peaceful planets is higher than in a normal galaxy or a raging galaxy or an improved galaxy. So standing operating procedure here. We're going to get in our ship. We're going to fix the shield. We don't have enough chromatic metal, of course. Sodium nitrate, pulse engine, metal plate, hermetic seal, launch thrusters, pure ferrite, dihydrogen jelly. We don't need to worry about that, but we do want a photon cannon, sodium nitrate, and ferrite, pure ferrite. We've got plenty of copper. Oops. Let's grab some copper. So we can fix our shield. And we'll wake the Atlas up. Probable boundary separation failure, just like when we woke up the first night. 24924G. We're still the same person, we're just in a different galaxy. Traveler anomaly detected, position logged. There's a building over there. And probably albumin pearls. No, there's tetracobalt here. Well, if we forgot to bring tetracobalt, there's some here. It's kind of rare. It's rare on a lush planet. Here's marrow bulb if you need sodium. You won't likely need sodium here, but you will need sodium nitrate to fix stuff. So there's tetracobalt, but we can't get to it easily unless we can get to it that way. Here's some more bullets. We won't need those on this planet because like your starting planet at the very beginning of the game, This planet should not have predators on it. That may not be true for all galaxy types. I know it's true for Isentown. There we go. Now we can fix the shield. And we need more microprocessors. The great thing about when you go through to the next galaxy is you don't have to relearn everything. And that requires more. more. Copper. I can call in my freighter. Go ahead and show you that. There it is. And all the frigates come along if they're not on mission. If they're on mission, they show up as soon as their mission is done. And in the meantime, we can fix everything that requires ferrite. So sodium, that's regular sodium. Ion batteries. Defensive shields protect you from predators and sentinels. Life support provides you with hit points. I need 3 carbon nanotubes. And of course the jetpacks, will need dihydrogen and 3 carbon nanotubes. I don't have enough carbon, but that's okay because I fixed my mining tool. And if there's no sentinels around, we should be okay. Is our copper ready to go? I mean our chromatic metal. Alright. Now our hyperdrive is finished. Let's see how far we can get here. Oh yeah, that's right. We need hydrogen. Some over that hill. There's probably some closer, huh? Well, it's all relative. Look at all the bouncies. Okay, I did not fix the advanced mining tool, but you can see that it's working. The attachment's there. Oh, there's another knowledge stone. This right here is like the perfect kind of planet for me. What do we got here? Ikuseth 17. Light showers, that means probably no weather at all. Sporadic resources, numerous fauna, bountiful flora, typical sentinels. Absolutely perfect for permadeath. We could just cook the dihydrogen jelly that we have, but I think I need it for other stuff. Got a lot of the same kind of bouncy here. Got our jetpack fixed. Let's see here. Well, that was enough to do one of them, anyway. And the stuff that I usually am prepared for is this kind of stuff. Gravitino balls are in storage. Deuterium has to be cooked. upgrades to mining tools. I'm not wasting condensed carbon on that and the scanner upgrades, but I will take care of my waveform recycler because remember that gives us range and recharge time so that our scanner recharges much more quickly. Well, this is a lovely planet. Boy, I'll tell you what. Let's go get Joe. And find out what the rest of the star system looks like. And then when we come back next time, we'll probably put a base together near a portal so I can go ahead and show you Game Mode's planet. But we're just about done with 38 minutes of Permadeath. I might do another 1 or 2 episodes, but I've started a couple of new things. I've got too many irons in the fire. And I am just so amazed at everyone's support and just I'm so thankful for every one of you. This has been an absolutely amazing permadeath run, and we made it. You know, we might have gotten a little bit hurt a couple of times, but we made it. We survived the entire trip, all of the missions. We did Dreams of the Deep, we did the Atlas, Atlas Rises, we did the Artemis mission line, which is probably the most dangerous, arguably the most dangerous. You can drown in Dreams of the Deep, but if you're careful, you're fine. And boy, we killed a lot of sentinels, and we completed 14 zoologies. We warped 184 times. We survived 22 and 2/3 days on extreme survival planets. 169 sentinels, 307 starships went down. We maxed out at 476 million, although I have more money put aside. We learned 363 words, which isn't a very high amount. We've met 240 aliens, and we've traveled on foot 391,000 units. Absolutely amazing. We did okay with the GAC, my favorite people. We maxed out our standing with the Vikings and nearly with the Korvax, although we have words to learn and missions to complete. We didn't finish the Merchants Guild. We did much better with the Mercenaries Guild, of course, because of all those Sentinel kills. And we maxed out the Explorers Guild completely. Boy, I can't even tell you how many discoveries, but we're ending the game with 8,457 nanites and 475 million units. Like I said, there's more put away. So, yeah, great run. An absolutely great run. I'll come back next week or so, and we'll go through the portal and go see Isha West Minor, which is Game Mode's starting planet, nice and tam. And it's also a peaceful planet, but it has Diplos on it. The cutest little teeny tiny Diplos you could ever imagine. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day.